Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 160 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we have basically finished our production of aluminium now, so we have a nice full build. We can even upgrade to a red build, at least if we get all of these machines placed down. And everything keeps running as it should, because this does not look right, but that was because of low duolite chunks. I think we sorted that out. Maybe, maybe not. Why is this build full still? Just want to make sure that we did not miss any recipes down here. We did not. The build is full and it's not nearly being drained full or fast enough because of bad blueprints. I really need to fix that. Did we fix that up here? No. We're outputting to power poles for some reason. And I did fix that in an earlier build, I believe, and then just didn't make a new blueprint. Or maybe not. I was pretty sure I did that. But this is another build, and that's not relevant there. So I guess I just didn't. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this in one place and then copy it around without destroying everything. So our blueprint for this is with these chunks. Let's just reuse this then. So how much are we outputting here, chunk-wise? 2 every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of less than 1. So less than 1 per second. Why have we even tried to do this? Oh, not that. There, please. These are just always supposed to put on the far side, right? I think so. And these might as well just go straight as well. I think I've overdone that a little bit. Now, I guess we are just gonna copy paste this to begin with, because we don't want to overwrite the recipes. Problem is that we have, well, updated these to have ammonium in them, so we will have to do this manually. Might as well just do that one as well. Good. And then we should get a new blueprint for this thing. Should we just take the whole thing? Maybe. And we want that in there instead of this. Also, we don't want that there anymore. And we still need this. So we do not overwrite the recipes down here. Okay, that should be better, hopefully. This build is not very full. It should only be a half build, but this still looks subpar. And we are not nearly using all of the slag, but we might be overproducing that. So we have a problem up here. Why is this stuff not running? No water. And I guess I just didn't connect that properly. So this should be fixed. Hopefully this is fixed as well. Why is this not doing anything? Because we're backed up on this stuff. Because maybe we haven't connected this to anything. Correct. So we really should get that as part of our blueprints. And we did take it from further up. Let's just use one design as our default. That's not the one either. This one. Maybe that was the same. Still. Good. So that should also not be a problem from now on, since it's part of our blueprint. There's a lot of stuff in here though. And that's because we are removing it somewhere, clarifying it. And that's done with an overflow valve. So there will always be 80% in this pipe. But then these won't output. No, they will, as long as there's more than 80% here. Okay, it should still work, but it might become a bottleneck at some point. At least it's worth considering. This looks like half a build now. This is still a full build because everything was backed up, but that should still be okay. There will be small holes in this because we only have one outputting inserter here. We could try and fix that, but we could also just leave it and accept it. Also, what's up with this? Do we not have enough clarifiers for that? This was a one-time thing? No, it wasn't. It's something we always do then? Yes. So is Divolite different from everything else in regards to the output? No. But well, 2 clarifiers should be able to handle this. It's 200 per second in a clarifier, right? Can we see that in here? 5 seconds craft, 400. And it has a crafting speed of 2, so it's 800 every 5 seconds. That is less than 200, I guess. So I've been overestimating the clarifiers for quite a while. What is 8 divided by 5? $800. That's 160, right? So yeah, we do need more than 2 of these. And then you are in the way. Why are you not in there anyway? So this should really be our blueprint. Hopefully a robot is coming with that. And this is different, and we have not used this blueprint anywhere else, I don't think. No. And this is gonna get removed at some point, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So let's take a new blueprint once more, if I can find myself. So this one. Unless we want to grab a full blueprint of the inputs as well for this. Wait, this is not correct then, so let's not do it from here at least. Could just take this stuff. So we have 2 columns inputting into this, so maybe we should do that, but let's just not. Let's just keep it as we have it already, with this one as a module. Good. So that should help a bit. We have a full build and it's backed up, so yeah, we can't really see if we are 100% efficient now, still. And that's just because all of this is backed up now, so we don't use as much. And we should really go grab these machines. And then I said I wanted to do red belt. And we are not really gonna switch to this 100% yet, but it's nice to have, since we are basically outputting more than a red belt of aluminium, so if we needed it, we could upgrade it. So let's just start with that. We have better machines. Maybe we should upgrade all of this. Let's just do that. Those are upgraded, these are not. Build. Let's do that for now. You will take from there, you will output to there. We need bronze and steel gear wheels. And we will have to bring the steel gear wheels back from further down the line. From right here. And we need more research. We now have a larger inventory since we got 2 build upgrades. What do we want? And when do we want it? Well, we should just get something to work on, I guess. Doesn't really look like we have a lot that we need right now. Where did I put the belt? Oh, it's right here. Oh wait, it doesn't need to go directly in there. We needed bronze on it as well. Can we merge those in a nice way out here? We could. Oh, it's coming here. Never mind. Then we could also do this a little bit different with a lot less jank. Like that, sure. And this should then work. And of course we need the output into a chest. And we will limit that pretty heavily to start with. Good. And then I set casting machines for our aluminium to finish it completely. Maybe we should take a more global view and have a look at what else we need to finish. Because we have some missing chemical plants down there. We have missing tree seed generators. I'm not sure if we have more of those. Is this a tree seed generator? I think so. Anything else? Maybe that's it. I just had this feeling that we had been leaving a lot of stuff unfinished, but I might be wrong about that then. Okay. So let's grab some tree seed generators. That's a seed extractor. That's a tree seed generator, and we need desert trees for that. Okay. I might have some of those lying around, but I'm not gonna go find it right now. So let's ignore that and grab chemical plants and casting machines. And maybe just some robot stuff, because that's always useful. There we go. And where do we have chemical plants? Oh, that's here one, of course. So right here. I think that is enough. I think it was needed for our sulfuric acid production, and that's not used too much, I guess. So we don't really need this to be finished, but I want it anyway. Or maybe it wasn't enough. Oh. Then let's grab some more, I guess. If we have any more available. I think it was just the chest being limited that only got us 20. Is 12 enough to finish? No, it's not. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 12, 14, 15-ish. Okay. Good. No, not good. Thank you. Good, so this thing is finished. It's just the belt that can be upgraded if we want it. And that should be all good. What is the next thing we want to work on? Our big shortage seemed to be red circuits. They now get all the aluminium they can use, but not all the copper apparently. So do we really have a copper shortage again? It is slowly being used more and more, yeah. We don't have two full belts coming in for some reason. This... oh, that's just the coppery waste byproduct, that's fine. This only gets stuff when we're not backed up on silver. And then we just have one full belt to share after that, okay. I think we need to start producing several belts of ore up here, or just the basics up here, so both iron and copper. This is producing more than a belt, so we could also upgrade that. Is that the next thing we want to focus on? Let's just see what we need here. Try and decide. And clean up a little bit, maybe. So this is the build up top, where we can see that we're producing 22.5 plate per second, which is an annoying number. We got the extra 7.5 out of ore processing, so yeah. If we had gone for 30 without that, then we would have 45, like with the aluminium. But then we would have 3 belts, or a red and a yellow. We get the same thing if we just duplicate this setup, 45 per second. If my math is correct, at least. So maybe that's how we're going to do it with both iron and copper. Titanium, we needed higher tier ore sorting things. And we need titanium for that, so we will need it as a byproduct at some point. I don't think that should be the focus yet, though. I think our current long-term goal should be military science. And that required Invar. And stuff that we have. And well, the processing of Invar. And we have everything for that, it seems. We just need steel, iron, and... no, wait, we need steel and nickel. Let's just make sure that we don't have any new recipes for this now that we have researched more. We do not. This is the only recipe. Okay. And steel is just iron, of course, mixed with oxygen. We can do whatever we want here. Just ore or processed ore. And I think processed ore... well, that's still 2 full setups for this. Full resource production setups, I mean. So we need 4 of the raw ore columns just for this by itself. And I guess that's okay. We can't really get rid of that unless we just go down on how much Invar we want. I just want to see if this makes a difference, if we would need more. We would. So we're sticking to ore processing. Good. That's for the steel, and then nickel. We decided to wait with this because we couldn't sort for nickel directly at that point in time. Yes. I think we have a lot of nickel stored up somewhere though. This is just silver. This is zinc, I think. Also, didn't we cut off the water supply for all of this stuff? Apparently not. I want this gone at some point. And since we have... Well, we needed this for aluminium as well, but we're backed up on stuff. We don't really need the aluminium anymore, so we only need the zinc from here. So this can be cut off, which will make it easier to just remove it entirely later. Now, how far does this go? It's 3 columns for this. So to there. And of course these are connected, so I guess we're just gonna mark this for deconstruction as well. Then it shouldn't get the water. We won't have robots covering it, but that's fine. This is the one that we actually disconnected, yeah. Okay. So that makes some sense. Nickel storage is what we were looking for. That's tin. This is nickel. So we need to use that before we start producing too much other stuff. Also, we have a lot of junk in here. But I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Okay. So yeah, we do need to do all this for Inva and for military science. First though, let's fix our basics problems of iron and copper. Do we have robot coverage up here? We do. Do we have a lot of stuff in the network here? Probably not. We have a lot of stuff, it's just not everything we need, I don't think. But we'll figure that out later. So we basically want to duplicate this for iron. Then we have 45 per second, so a red and a yellow build. Where does this come from? Another dedicated setup. I would like just to have all of this stacked up at the top. So I think we're gonna do that. Because then we can start cleaning up a lot of this stuff. Is this actually fitting within its own footprint? Yeah, and then some, it seems. So we should be able to just grab this. We need to not have this upper belt, so let's start from this end. Well, I can't really figure out where to start. Well, we're doing it here. And we'll just clean it up a bit, I guess. Unless we want to make this wider like we have with the aluminium and putting these on the outside. That is directly where it needs to be. We have a couple more tiles at the bottom here. Could we fit that in? This would go out here then. I just want it to be a little bit more standardized. I'm sure I'm gonna regret doing that at some point or just not get anything out of it, but... This is also fine, it's just... Yeah. Let's just call it fine then. And actually take this blueprint. And just get rid of that. And these. And then we actually need to remove some of this stuff. Come on. Good. And we can put it right up against, right? It's just the water pipes and mineral sludge that will be connected. That should be fine. Let's leave that to the robots for now. Maybe go grab some stuff that we know we need, like... Well, we need to deposit some stuff first. Where are all of our chests? Where are my chests? Let's just bring these a little bit closer. They were already part of the blueprint, so we had some up here. Okay. This should be put somewhere else. Let's leave all of those. Good. So, next, to remove this, just so this doesn't waste too much space, you would just move it up to be flush. Or move it down so we would have copper here. I am not sure. We could also just leave it. Do we want to do that? I don't want to move it. We could leave it up to robots, but I'm sure that they would be out of range at some point here. Though it looks like we have coverage from up here and down here. When this gets built. Or maybe that's just because we have the roboports here. It's not what I wanted. If we want to do that, we need to stop production, I guess. Meh. So what do we get out of this? 6 tiles or something? Not even 5 tiles. I mean, it's something the robots could do if we wanted them to. I need more storage chests if I want to do this. At least if I want the robots to do it. Otherwise we could just use a warehouse. We could also try using storage warehouses. Oh, I guess not. We could use storage... No, that's the volite silo. No, oh well. And we don't have... what are the small warehouses called? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. We probably don't. So I need more of those for the robots. We need red and green circuits. We're still low on red circuits now because of red boards. Because of tin, of all things in the world. So that's also something we need to solve. Why is that not full? Didn't we have... Yeah, we did, but we're using it on build. Oh, we have a problem right there. That should make it a bit better. But I still want storage chests. Do we want to reuse this for the copper? Probably. So let's not delete that just yet. We could also just put down these manually and then just copy this part, I guess. That's a possibility. But let's just leave it for now. We still need the red circuits and the green circuits. Where can we steal some of that from? Green circuits we have in a chest. I think. Somewhere. Where are we building this? To the left. Can we even do it at the mall? Maybe we can. We do have red and green and chests right here. That's what we need, right? Yes. So that was a lot easier than I was thinking about. Actually, one stack of these is probably more than enough. Well, we can put those back in the chest, I guess. I'm so bad at finding this. Okay. Copper is still a problem. We're working on it. I needed these Because then I can decide if I want the robots to move all of the landfill stuff here. I haven't replaced this one tile further back. I guess it was just far away from everything when we built it. So do we have robot coverage of this whole thing? Not entirely, no. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Could even just incorporate robot stuff into this as well, but let's just... I think I'll just move these manually. Why don't we? And I think that's where they go. This needs to go. And let's do this from the map. And we need some more landfill back here. We want that right up against this, yep. And we want it to be one tile closer. That's not gonna work anyway, but yeah. Should at some point I disabled that my nanobots were working in robot range, normal robot range. Should we disable that again? I think that would be a good idea. Nanobot. Just so we don't do this stuff for the robots, I guess. And of course, this sucks. Stop working. It's all being dropped on the ground. We need a bunch of stuff up here as well, clarifiers and other things like underground pipe. This needs to be brought somewhere at some point. Let's have this chest as our old stuff chest. We had something else that I wanted to upgrade. What was that? These. Okay. And then this. How do we get these small explosions? Is that from removing the electrolyzers? It probably is. Also, we should really get rid of our junk. Let's do that. And let's just remember this one this time. Good. And more research of stuff. Now, are the nanobots just disabled while I'm inside a network? Or is it disabled for everything that is in the network? It's not taking the pipe that are outside the... No, they're disabled. But they're not taking the pipe outside the network. Then what if I step out? Then they take stuff outside only. Okay, good to know. Science. And, well, they're placing some pipes up there. But we also wanted to not go there, but go out there. It actually needs to move up one more tile, I think. Let's just make sure. Yeah, we can... No, we cannot fit it up one more tile, because then our water pipe would interfere with the pipes on the filtering machines above it. So we do need one tile around this on both sides, basically. So we got 4 tiles still, I think. Maybe only 3. Actually, it wouldn't actually connect to anything here, but it would here. And that would be a problem, of course. So yeah, that's a good idea to just leave that space. I just want to help a little bit here. But it's probably not really helping anyway. So let's go make sure that we can have our water supply down here. Well, we need to supply this with more pipe. We removed our old pipe production. Did we set up anything new? I don't think so. So we should probably do that on the bus while these work. Sure thing. Why do we have so much space around this? Did we plan everything for beacons at this point? We probably did. And then I just regretted that later. And this is not really something we want to copy-paste, I don't think. It's not producing a full build of anything, so we'll just redesign it, I think. Do we have anything else producing brick for the bus? I don't think so, right? No. So we need to figure out how much space we want to leave for the mall thing. I think we're just gonna go all the way over here and go building from here. Okay. I want a production block for this though, even if it seems simple. Where is brick? We have concrete here. Brick should be here somewhere as well then, right? Maybe not. In here then? Yes. Okay, if we just wanted to make a full build of this. That's 30 stone per second. Bunch of this. Bunch of this. From here. That's a lot of machines to try and fit in here. We do have a lot of space upwards now though. We also made brick for concrete down here somewhere. Is this only supposed to make one belt? That seems like a lot. But yeah, that's 16 crushers. We needed 15. Or maybe I'm trying to overbuild this. On the other hand, we don't have to make it this short. But we can fit twice of this in, so that's not really a possibility anyway. But how much pipe can we make out of this? I think we don't really need that much. And we already have the brick on the bus, so that's not a concern. If we want 5 of this per second, that's still a lot probably. Well, it's just 5 brick, but then if we want as much underground pipe, this is a full belt still of, no wait, a half belt of this, okay. And that takes all of this in. But I think this should be more than enough. And we could just duplicate it if we need more at some point. It's more than we had before anyway, and that was plenty, I think. So yes, let's just take one of these then. With the exception that we don't want the slag out. Can we modify that easily? Or should we just redo it? I think that's basically as easy. And probably more fun. So at the end we actually want the pipe production, of course. And pipe is just brick and more pipe, yes. So that doesn't have to take up that much space. Where are we supposed to put these? Down here. All machines doing this. And then we're just gonna scale up how many machines do the underground. Or maybe just leave this out. Nah. Something like this for the pipe. Then we need to bring brick down there. Good. And we need to make the brick in assembling machines. Let's pin this, because I forget all the time. 12 of these, and they need fuel. So that's 12. These are not really producing. No, it's less than 1 per second. And it's only half a belt, so they won't have a problem outputting anything. Good, so they need stone in here. Whoops. And they need fuel in there as well. It's just half a belt of stone on each side. So we can just put fuel onto the same belt. And if we get fuel in here, or the wood bricks at least, then we can put that onto the far side of this belt. We would want to do it on the top, of course. We can figure that out. Let's build the next part. We need to assemble the stone. That's such a weird way to put it, but that is what we're doing. We do get 2 belts of crushed stone in. We're just gonna put that on 2 belts like that. Assemble it here. We need that one tile to actually get it in though. Are we gonna underground? No, we have plenty of space. So little of this that one machine is enough. We need it to output on top of this though. We can just do that like this, or like that even. Now, this might be wider than we want it to be, but let's see when... Actually, we have a blueprint here. It is less wide than this. Wait, what? No. Yeah, it's less wide, but we have... Well, we're making this even wider by splitting it apart by one tile for this stuff. Just to have a tile in the middle for symmetry. Okay. But maybe that's stupid. We would use less space if we actually used more space down here. I just had two belts in the middle here. So then we wouldn't have to make this wider to accommodate a middle belt here. And this would just go in one tile. And that's not where that goes. Let's just make sure that these output to the far side of the belt. Okay. So we need just 10 of these. Are we going to go to 12 just to be sure? Nah. They will have some input trouble though. It's 3 per second, but that's probably okay. Wait a moment. So we will have the slag coming on the inside, then that is crushed and put on the outside. Then we want to assemble it and put it on the inside, so this is supposed to go there instead. If we want it to be a little bit more fluent, at least. Otherwise we needed to do a lot more here. We could also put this on the inside, of course, but then this would be a mess. So let's just do this for now. Okay. So we're okay with this part. Assemble stone, please. Good. Can we get less messy wires here, please? And more science. And then we need to crush it in 8 crushers. And that should just be done like that. Then we need 15 in per second. and 30 out. So the in is easy. The out probably just needs to be angled. Good. And then we just need our slag production. I don't want to try and design the burning of the fluids again. So let's just steal that from here. If there's, well, that's 50 machines. Why is that 50? Because we need to output some stuff as well. Okay. We will just take 40 though. Let's just not build this yet. And I said I didn't want to do this again, but now I can't help myself. We could save a tile here, I think. Yeah, we could. Hopefully we can do that on both sides. We would want to move this down, right? Actually, let's not do this. Let's just get it in there. We are just gonna live with this. I will pull out these overflow valves though, because they're just useless. This needs to be there. Is that not part of the other blueprint? Or did I just remove it? There's no connection here, yeah, so that is not working. Oh well. Maybe robots can reach that, and it's only on one part of it for some reason. Okay. This is fine. Those are fine. Good. And then we need burning on this end as well. Yeah. Why are we overflowing these? Is it just because we stole it from somewhere else? So I don't think we need that for anything. We do not. Oh, we will fix that. We still need to connect the water, of course. And that's fine. Let's just bring some power over first. We do not have half of what we need here, but at least we're close to the mall now. The water I think we're just taking from here. Or we could even just groundwater it. How much do these take? I think I've considered this several times. 25 per second with a crafting speed of 1.5, so 37.5. So we can't do 2 with these. It would have to be almost 1 per electrolyzer. We are just gonna do it probably then with offshore pumps. If only I had more pipe that we're trying to make. Dang it. Oh well. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.